Hello friends! I hope you are having a beautiful day today. Thank you for watching our video, and just like the title says, somehow your girl got a video call scheduled with someone who works at Pinterest, and he's gonna tell me like all the tips and tricks on how to use the platform for as a business owner. So I'm gonna take some notes. I'm gonna do this I keep wanting to call it an interview. It's not an interview, but I'm going to do this like call with the guy, and then I'll come back on here and share some tips and tricks that he shared with me, so that you can use for your business. Because Pinterest, like I said in another video, if you watch that one for like the Shopify apps that I use, Pinterest is like a search engine. So just like Google, a lot of people go to Pinterest to find and search for different things. So it's really imperative that you get your business on Pinterest so that your business can also be a part of like searches. So specifically for candles, he's gonna talk with me on how I can best use Pinterest to optimize and get more traffic to our business. So let me go get my stuff. I hate being late, and this call starts in 7 minutes. So I'm gonna set up everything in my room and do this call. So let's go. It is 12:58. I finally got set up. I took my computer to Apple yesterday and just tried to see like if there was something wrong with it, because it kept kind of messing up. And you know when you go to Apple and they like do all that stuff, I opened it and I was like, why isn't it turning on? But I got it. Okay, so I have 1 minute. I'm gonna pull out my notes.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, how are you? I am doing well. Thanks for asking. So once the world shut down and in quarantine, I found myself literally so bored. I ran out of shows. My husband's a music producer, so he was always like doing stuff. So I was alone in my living room doing nothing. And as I said, my husband's mom sent me an article, and so I started reading it, watching, I don't even know how many YouTube videos about like what's in candles and how to make them better. And then I stumbled upon a video that was like, you can make candles too. So I was like, okay, sure, let me do something with my life and find a hobby. And so I bought all this stuff, and after about a year, I made them for as gifts for birthdays, Christmas, and my friends and family were like, you should sell this, like I would actually buy it. And I was like, really? You're just like trying to, you know, gas me up. But after doing some research and really testing in my community, I did find that people really didn't know about candles, like what's in them, all the toxins and stuff, and also that there are different options. So that's kind of what led me down the path of starting our business, TRAVELIGHT Co. And I also really love dogs. I know we said we weren't going to talk about it, but I have a dog and I'm literally obsessed with him. But yeah.
What would you say like your typical customers like? Is it like fairly moms or a certain age or demographic?
I wouldn't say there's a certain age. My husband and I, when we kind of were talking about that, we want people kind of, our audience to be like us. So people who didn't know about that there are clean, non-toxic candles out there, people that care about self-care.
Basically, at least 80% of our audience here on Pinterest.
Okay.
Would you say Pinterest is more of a search engine than it is like social media?
Yeah, a little search engine. So if you do type in backyard grilling, you're going to see all sorts of ideas for that, and like what other people have posted, like what their grill is like, and if you want to get that model, you can. So once you click on it, you'll see a little bubble, and you just tap on it, and it'll just show you the product and its price and anything. Awesome.
Okay, so I just finished my meeting with Pinterest, and it went so well. It's so good. So I just wanted to share some of the information that he gave me. My notes are all over the place, and I'm still trying to grasp and understand everything that we went over. So if I stumble a little bit, look the other way. So what I will start with is he asked like what my target audience was. And so I was saying like, obviously people like me who love candles, people that don't know that there is another option of clean, non-toxic candles, people that love baths, love reading, that kind of stuff. And so he was saying like 80% of the Pinterest platform fall within what I just said. So if that's your target audience, Pinterest is for you. So he kind of went over what's called like the 30-30-30. And basically, if you can run your ad for 90 days, the first 30 days the algorithm takes to learn like who your target audience is. It'll kind of cast a wide net, pushing it to all different kinds of people, and based on what they like, what they pin. And then the next 60 to 90 days is when you see like a substantial growth in your sales, in your like engagement in your ad, that kind of stuff. So he gave me the number of 489 million millennials actually use Pinterest every month. And so that kind of blew my mind, because I know people use Pinterest, and obviously Pinterest has gained more traction in like the past couple of years or maybe decade or so, but 489 million, I didn't know that. So he was saying, unlike like Facebook and sometimes even like Instagram and stuff, you can see like some negative stuff or just like kind of what's going on in the world, like everything. But he was saying Pinterest always keeps it very positive, very light. And that's one thing I've always noticed but never like took notice. Does that make sense? Where he was saying like Pinterest is like a source of inspiration. It's a source of like, he gave the example, like Facebook, you can post what you did this past weekend. Like here are photos of what I went on a trip last week. And then Instagram, you can kind of post like real time. I'm currently on my trip, on my vacation. And Pinterest, you can actually like kind of forecast, like this is what I'm going to be doing, this is the luggage that I use, this is the trip advisor that I talk to, and that kind of stuff. So it kind of like inspires other people to want to do the vacation that you did, which I knew but again didn't know. So it was so good to kind of have that understanding and how to kind of turn that around and use it as a business to kind of forecast, like this is why you want a candle, this is how you can use the candle, that kind of thing. So that was really, really good. He did say that it's a female dominated platform, which we all know, us girlies, we be using Pinterest for everything. Weddings, anything romantic, we do it. But he did say that the male population is growing, and he asked if me or my husband use Pinterest. Y'all, Wes uses Pinterest more than I do. Let me just say that. Like, he has a Pinterest board for literally everything. He has a fashion board. He has, if you go to Wes today and say like, what's your favorite movie? This man will pull up a Pinterest board that he created of all his favorite movies, just so that he won't forget. I mean, it's genius, honestly, but nobody's like Wes, not even me. He might make me take it up, but that's another story. And so he was saying that the male population is growing, but it's still very female dominated, which is why 80% of the people that I would be targeting, or the women that I want to target, is like 80% of their audience on Pinterest. So I have a very good possibility of return on ad spent, because a lot of people that use candles are, as we all know, women. I would like for males to, you know, kind of tap into their candle loving side, but I don't know if that'll happen. We talked about 3 different campaign options that Pinterest offers. They offer conversion, consideration, and shopping. for our business specifically, after kind of hearing what we want to do and how we want to use the platform, he said he recommends consideration because consideration drives traffic to the business. So like our website, and kind of raises brand awareness. Whereas conversions actually have like a certain like benchmark that you have to hit. So like 50 checkouts a day or 50 add to carts a day. And we're just not there as a business yet because we're still trying to make people aware that we are in business. And so basically creating like very strategic pins that kind of like raise people's interest. He said that creating lifestyle pins are probably the thing that does best. So like taking a bath or reading a book, those kinds of things are what creates people's interest and want to engage in your pin. I'm sorry, there's a girl outside walking her dog off the leash, and that is totally like illegal in our community. So I'm about to snitch. Oh, she lucky she put him on a leash. Anyways, back to what I was saying. And then the shopping one is like retargeting people that have engaged with your business. So let's say we ran a consideration ad for 90 days. And we got people like to engage in our pin. They clicked on our website, but they didn't buy anything. We can turn around, use that information from the algorithm and run a new ad for shopping and like kind of make it very simple. Like put the little button. Have y'all used that? Like when you go to on Pinterest and you click a pin and there's like that little button and you can click on it and then like basically buy right then and there. We can run one of those ads based on what the algorithm collected from people that were just interested. Does that make sense? I hope so. So those are the 3 different campaigns that he suggested. And then lastly, he just kind of talked about like what pins to run ads on. So obviously like you want to do like the bestseller products of your business. So for us, it would be Golden Hue, maybe Bon Voyage. And you want to put your logo on the pin so that again you're creating that brand awareness so people can see your logo, and if they see it again they're like, I've seen that before. And then that's kind of like what happens with Nike and Adidas. You don't even need the name anymore, you just need like the check mark and the 3 lines. I personally like the little flower thing from Adidas better, but I digress. And so putting your logo on your pins creates brand awareness, and then also putting a call to action. So like buy now or shop now or on sale, like those kinds of things that create like impulsivity is what you want on your pins. That's at least how I understood it. This is all information that was given to me. I processed it, now I'm regurgitating it. And so this is just my understanding of everything that he said. But if you want to hear straight from Pinterest, I would recommend finding, like go on their website and see if there's someone that you can contact to set up a meeting to kind of speak specifically to your business. Because what the rep that I just talked to, he went to our website, he looked at all of the different tabs, who we are, all of our products, and kind of gave me information and tactics based on everything on our website. So it was very curated and specific to me and my business. So if you want that, I highly recommend reaching out to Pinterest and setting that up to see what you can do for your business. I think that was it. He also said that the cruelty-free, we put cruelty-free on all of our candles and stuff. He said that that's really popular with millennials. So if your demographic is millennials, maybe implement that. Obviously, if you're cruelty-free, don't just be lying out here to people. But if your products are cruelty-free, put that in your like description and all over your website, because that is popular and information that people want to know. So I hope that all this information is helpful and useful for you. If you had any questions, or I don't know if I can answer them, but please put them down in the comments below. Or if you found this information useful, or if you yourself have tips and tricks because you've used Pinterest before, please put them down in the comments below for all of us to see. And I hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.